I don't think there is like no way to really say this without just saying it, so I'm gonna say it. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. So a few years ago, I went public and I told my story for the very first time on how I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. The story was plastered over the local newspaper front page. So, talking about abuse is never an easy thing to do. Listen, y'all, trauma ain't nothing to play with. You don't play with trauma. And most of my life, I was very ashamed of what I went through as a little girl. It was not until I went to therapy where I was able to redefine my life as a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. I am continuing to talk about my life after trauma. I am continuing to walk out the journey of healing, and I have created a Patreon account that I want to welcome anyone out there who is looking for a safe and positive community to be a part of. I'm going to put more information in the comments below. I like to say Unedited Truth is a safe space for the tough conversations, because talking about sexual abuse is not easy. I hope through sharing my story you feel empowered to share your story, and let's do the work. Let's do the work together. I'm going to leave you all with a little clip of some of the things I have put on my Patreon thus far, and I would love to have you there. As I continue to share my story, I have some amazing things planned, and it just feels good to do. Talking about what I went through is helping me in so many ways. Life after trauma is not easy, but through God and through talking about what I went through, and like I'm on this journey of redefining myself and really finding meaning of what my life will become after a childhood of so much trauma. So yeah, let's check out some of the clips, and I will see you all over at my Patreon. Also, just like the changes that my body were going through, like as a young girl, like going through puberty, like not understanding like what they were, because it was this like secret that I was keeping. So just to share a little bit, it might be a little bit too deep, but I'm gonna share because that's what we're all here for. I vividly remember when I first got my period, I bled for a long time. I didn't know that I had my period because I thought I was bleeding due to like the abuse that was happening. And it wasn't until I moved with my sister, and she was so excited that I had got my period, and she showed me like the whole process of like using a pad and everything, and she was happy. And in that moment, looking back, it could have been a time to say something, but I just didn't have the courage to tell her then.